City Skylines 2 has many buildings that are inspired by real-world projects. In this video I'm gonna show you some of them, in addition to some fun facts, weird lore, and to give inspiration of how to use them in your city. Let's roll! The first one is this prominent parking tower. It is not fictional, it exists in the real world in Wolfsburg, Germany. There is not only one of them, but two. It is called Volkswagen Autostadt Car Towers. It's quite amazing to me that this one is found right next to the car factory in an industrial area. Usually I build it in downtown areas, so this definitely provides some inspiration of how to use it next. Apparently this is the Guinness certified fastest automated parking facility, and it is used to deliver cars like snacks from a vending machine. There is an underground conveyor straight from the factory into the tower, so you get your car with no test drive miles on them. So just as an idea, place it next to a factory and see how your city develops. Next up we have the police FBI building. This is a really interesting one. In the real world it's located in Cheltenham, UK, and is called the GCHQ The Donut. It is UK's Signal Intelligence Nerve Center, and the name The Donut apparently comes jokingly from the people who work there. The circular plan means anyone can reach anyone else in minutes via an internal walkway called the street. I guess this sounds better than the line, and it's quite interesting to see that such a building is far outside of London, but instead in a low density residential area. I would have not expected it to be like that, and I would have never built it in my city like that. But I guess the advantage is you're far away from spying eyes. Apart from the few people that live around here, would you like to live with this view? Let me know in the comments. And let's actually continue with a bonus one. I wouldn't count this to the full list. This is the Large Hadron Collider. Of course it exists in the real world in Geneva, France, Switzerland. I think the collider actually goes over the border between the two countries. The asset itself is not exactly like it is in reality. It just has a slight inspiration from it, with a main building and then some buildings scattered around. In reality it is way bigger. It is a 27-kilometer ring buried 170 meters down, and the little boxes on the surface are cryogenic plants, power feeds and access shafts. So I guess the scale is not fully realistic, but at least the asset gives tons of benefits such as increased education and better office efficiency. This is the central bank asset. In game it gives you lower cost to borrow money. In reality it is the place where US interest decisions are made, and apparently it's currently under construction. It is called the Mariner S. Eccles Federal Reserve Board Building in Washington, D.C. This is where the Fed's Board of Governors has their headquarters. This might be the oldest building on the list, designed in 1937, and it looks like it's currently being rebuilt to a much newer and modern design. It's great to see Washington as a whole as inspiration for city building. I mean, we have this massive parks and the prominent building placed around it. This could definitely be an inspiration for a massive city in City Skylines 2. And to continue with some myth busting, the famous Gold Vault is not actually here in Washington, but it is under the New York Fed's office in Manhattan. Next up we have the second highest building in City Skylines 2, or if you play without the region packs, it is actually the highest building. Usually it doesn't really fit well into cities because of its height. There's no other asset in the game that comes close to it. Love it or hate it, it's 432 Park Avenue, New York City. Here it is already a controversial skyscraper. It is super slender, overlooking Central Park. Actually, not all floors of this building are inhabited. There are so-called mechanical floors, which have the infrastructure required for the building, and that makes the penthouses even higher. And even in Manhattan, we can see it stands out as quite a tall building. So when you build this in your city, think about all the billionaires that are going to live in this building. And finally, we have the Wavefront Tower, a tall elegant tower with wavy balconies. That's where the name comes from. In reality, it is in Toronto, Canada, called One Bloor. Apparently, the waving balconies are engineered to break up vortices and therefore cut down on the noise of the wind on high floors. And the entire building has a subway station below it, connecting it into a transit hub with retail underneath as well. As a whole, I think this is the most realistic building in City Skylines 2, or the closest one to reality. Even if we look at the lower building, it is almost a one-to-one match. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more of these videos and city building content. I'd love to see you in the next video. Thank you for watching and happy gaming.